Some NBA players are gifted with broad shoulders, supernatural strength, big hands, lateral quickness, great agility, and insane verticals. Then you have the Thompson twins, who are blessed with all of those. And they have a strong case for being the best athletes in the current NBA through their demonstrated mind-blowing displays on the court. I mean, what in the sonic rings is going on here? This has to be one of the fastest spins I've seen on a basketball court by Assar. And with the way that Amen trots the floor, ferociously attacks the rim, and blocks your shot into the third row, people in 10 years are going to think this is AI. With each having bonkers vertical leaps of over 40 inches, being arguably the best functional athletes in the league, and being some of the top perimeter defenders in the league, let's look at just how good the Thompson twins really are. But before we get to that, be sure to drop a like on the video, as that makes a massive difference for the channel and pushes this video out to more people, and sub to the channel for even more content like this. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan and an unparalleled combination of speed and agility and a strong motor, Ausar Thompson has the versatility to play 1 through 4 and guard 1 through 4 and can be the most impactful player on the floor in any given game. While his outside shot isn't exactly figured out yet, he's still able to impact the game offensively through his use of athletic gifts and footwork that allows him to not only get into the paint, but also finish at the rate as some of the better bigs in the NBA. He converted at a staggering 69.1% of his shots within 5 feet of the basket and 72% of his shots within the restricted area. As one of the more gifted athletes in the league, Amen trots the floor like a gazelle and is a force when going downhill. Amen is key in the transition game as both an initiator, passer, and finisher, being able to run the floor exceptionally well, outpace everyone on the floor, and fill in the lane to get easy opportunities, and even operate as a lob target for his teammates. Likewise, while Assar isn't a great outside shooter and has taken a whopping 1.3 three-point attempts through his career thus far, he too is an exceptional finisher. He positions himself well for scores, whether it be cutting, being in the dunker spot, or even operating as a screener in the half courts or running the floor in transition. Despite being such an incredible athlete, it never looks like he's straining himself in any way, as everything he does on the floor just looks effortless with his body control and acrobatic finishes. He plays to his strengths and doesn't try to do too much as well, being very efficient in attacking the rim off the catch, finishing as a roller, and even getting offensive rebounds for the Detroit Pistons. Over his first 2 seasons in the league, Assar has averaged 2 and 1.9 offensive rebounds per game. Another notable thing about Assar is that he runs the floor really well and is effective in the open floor. He's an absolute blur on the ball with the ability to accelerate within a split second. He has the ability to be a break starter as well, and is a good above the rim finisher who is a lob target for his teammates just like Amen. In the 2025 NBA season, he converted on 65.5% of his shots within 5 feet of the basket and 67.4% of his shots within the restricted area. Amen similarly adds utility to the Rockets as a transition threat as well. As the ball handler, he is great at pushing the ball up the floor, is dangerous due to his ability to accelerate and decelerate quickly. He has great footwork, ball control, concentration, and body control to not only navigate the floor well, but evade defenders through in and out dribbles, side steps, euro steps, and absorb and finish through contact. His body control, hang time, and overall acrobatic ability are truly special and factor greatly in as to why he's able to get off some of the most absurd finishes at difficult angles while also being able to detonate at the rim. Moreover, those also contribute to him being very effective in the half court. Being able to take defenders off the dribble and get to the rim, he's effective as a pick and roll ball handler, and he maneuvers around bigs and drop coverage and finishes over great length. Offensively, he is a very effective cutter who dives in from the baseline and the wing. He's effective off the catch, and the rim pressure he provides aids him as a playmaker on the floor. With Fred VanVleet unfortunately going to miss most, if not all, of the 2026 NBA season, Amen is going to be trusted with even more responsibilities on the ball. The good thing for Houston, though, is that he is very effective as a playmaker. He can drive and kick, is a good lob passer, and overall has good vision in the half court and in the open floor. His effectiveness as a rebounder really aids him in his break starting ability, averaging 8.2 rebounds a game. Just like Assar, he's also great at snagging offensive rebounds and capitalizes off of putback opportunities, averaging 2.4 and 2.8 offensive rebounds a game over his rookie and sophomore seasons. He's an explosive athlete, a quick decision maker, and already is one of the better defenders in the NBA. Matter of fact, Amen and Assar are two of the best perimeter defenders in the league. Amen was all defensive first team this past season, but Assar is still a defensive demon who would have been in consideration for an all defensive team if he actually played 65 games this past season. Both had the physical profile, smarts, athleticism, and motor to dominate on and off the ball defensively and can guard 1 through 4. Both are exceptional at staying in front of offensive players. Both are excellent screen navigators and help defenders that can make stops in transition. Both can cause havoc in passing lanes and can make recoveries to the perimeter while also having great hands. This is why when going against twitchy or hyper athletic guards or even players with larger frames, they're still able to be effective due to their IQ, ball skills, length, ability to navigate the floor, and lateral movement that allows them to go stride with strides with faster players. Both are great positionally and force turnovers that directly lead to transition opportunities for their respective teams. In terms of what both players need to work on, well, the outside shooting ability is obviously the number one thing. Both of these guys take an extremely low volume of threes, rather playing up to their strengths and making teams pay when they try to force them to be shooters. However, being a more than respectable shooter from the outside would open up their games even more. If they can be a catch and shoot threat and be effective in spot up opportunities, they can spread the floor even more for their respective teams, and developing their shot creation ability would also go a very long way for both of them. This is definitely more key for Assar since he operates even less on the ball than Amen, and since he's already such a great threat as a downhill finisher, him further developing his perimeter skills and being a more effective playmaker would jump him from a Swiss Army knife wing to a true two-way star. I hope to see improvement from Amen as well, given the increased workload that he will have in the 2026 season. Overall, the Thompson twins are not only just great athletes, but exceptional ball players who can dominate on the floor without having exceptional perimeter skills thus yet. I'm waiting to see what both of them will do for their respective teams, as both the Pistons and Rockets will be playoff teams in 2026, and the sky is the limit if they ever figure out their outside shooting. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on both Ausar Thompson and Assar, and what projections you have for them in the near future. Do you see these guys as future NBA All-Stars, or do you think we're more or less going to see the exact same thing heading into next season and years into the future? Let me know in the comments section down below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as that makes a massive difference for the channel. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay tuned.